Hey guys, welcome back to the Greyhound podcast. Today we're going to be doing a part 2 of our video from earlier. And so basically, to summarize that all up, we talked about the Eastern Mediterranean, and we talked about how there's a lot of holy sites there, like the Dome of the Rock and the West Wall. And we also talked about war and why some of the land could be considered poor and stuff. And we briefly touched on the topic of food, and we weren't quite able to fit that in with our original podcast. So today we're going to be coming back and talking about it again, and then maybe we'll give you guys a few more fun facts. Joy, you want to tell us about that Mediterranean diet?
Yes, it is consistently ranked the healthiest diet out there. Let me tell you why. So monthly, they eat meat and like chicken and all that. And then weekly, they eat like sweets like candy and all that. And then they eat eggs, healthy, and fish, which is all pretty healthy. And then daily, they eat cheese and yogurt. Oh, and they use a lot of olive oil. And they eat a lot of fruits and nuts and vegetables.
Wow, that's a lot of stuff. And so what do they drink?
Water and wine. Modernly wine. They modernly drink wine.
Oh, okay. So how do they stay fit and work off all that food they're eating daily?
It is called the Mediterranean. Well, actually, yeah, it's called the Mediterranean diet. It is consistently ranked as the healthiest diet out there.
Wow. Yeah, and don't they do workouts every day and stuff?
Like a lot.
I mean, yeah, that is a pretty good way to stay fit and stuff.
healthy.
We've got a couple of people at our school who like to do stuff like that. But so Kai, just for if anybody doesn't want to go back and watch that first video, do you want to tell us a little about your topic?
So basically, problems with, yes, but as I was saying, over there, they have food shortages, a lot of politic disagreements, and they can't afford new houses because they're that poor, because during World War II they lost all the funds because all of their money went into war and it just all wasted.
Yeah, it's crazy to think we could have been like that if we lost that
Yeah.
war. It could either be very different, or it could be the same thing, just with
Poor.
vice versa. But yeah, and you're talking about political arguments, and it's kind of like today, because we don't have very many religious arguments, but their politics are theocratic, and so that means it's run by the church. So one is you can't necessarily elect a new church every year. It's that church, and then that means they are having religious disputes, and that can usually end pretty poorly. So, but speaking of religion, there was my topic the other day, and that was about how they have all the religious sites there. Like I mentioned earlier, the Dome of the Rock and the Western Wall, and those are very what's it called? Just revered, I think.